Welcome to the stream. Sorry about that, I forgot to switch the headphone audio to the headphones instead of having it through the speakers. Today we're going to be doing Dante Unbound, so let's get right into it, not waste time. We have to go to Lavarian for this one.
Hello, friend. You find me now amidst the bones of all I am, of the thing that mattered most to me in my too long life. You know, I wasn't sure it was possible to be less than a man, for I was a man once. This room was to be a shrine to one of my dearest friends, but now that shall never come to pass. Look around, and I will recount what was meant to be.
Okay then, let's check this out.
I've made such a terrible mistake, you see. In a universe at its own throat, where every living thing works daily to keep body and soul together, there's not much appetite for history, for stories. The Laverian may not be a real place, a place you can reach out and touch, but to reality it was anchored. And reality demands a tithe. It takes coin to keep this place rest, this shrine to memory. And a savvy businessman I was not. To be less than a man is to be a fool, and fool I was.
Fair enough.
Did I never tell you of Dante? No, I suppose I didn't. I suppose I hadn't the fortitude. The entirety of the Laverian is shaped by the lack of him, though perhaps only in ways that I can see. Though, by definition, a weapon of war, Dante was, first and foremost, a student of history. And he was my friend. Truthfully, much of the Laverian would not exist were it not for that bold, two-fisted academician's devotion to both myself and the cause of better understanding our history and ourselves. It shames me to think of what he would have to say about what I have done to our shared endeavor. Parvos Granum, you know the name. He of the gilded hand and gilded tongue. For an age he has sought what Dante and I had gathered together, our collected treasures. For one such as Granum there is no such thing as enough. In an age with no appetite for memory, maintaining a shrine to our shared history seemed folly. And so, in a low moment, I signed it all away. I do not know what possessed me in that moment. I have no need for money, or food, or shelter, or care. Perhaps I merely felt my time was done, that the past had served its use, and me along with it. Whatever the reason, I allowed myself an instant to feel my misery to be greater than my life's purpose. A momentary indulgence that may be paid by every future generation until the sun goes dark. I would give much for my friend to have been here. Dante and I, we tempered each other's unique compulsions. You would have liked Dante, I feel. His end began, as it did for so many souls, with the Entrati family. The patriarch of that benighted family had fallen into decadence and disrepute, his name sullied by controversy and implications of madness. Then an erstwhile associate of mine, a gentleman by the name of Lloyd, a Master Entrati's man for more than a lifetime, well, vanished. Lloyd, his master, and his entire lineage just gone.
Well, we know what happened there with the last quest.
There were rumours, of course. Master Entrati was known at that time for outlandish claims and questionable science relating to voices he was hearing, I believe. Gods from beyond the veil and whatnot. After the disappearances, Dante, never one to let a good mystery go, insisted on infiltrating the Entrati manse and learning the truth for himself. I, however, being more familiar with the confidential details of Master Entrati's interests, urged him otherwise. I suppose you wonder why I would do such a thing, if I believed Master Entrati to be fit for little more than the asylum. Lloyd was, as I said, a dear friend. We spoke often. His last missive to me was a simple one. We end as we began. As a student of history and its occult apocrypha, I know the terrible import of those words, and so I cautioned Dante to remain by my side. He promised to do so, then did otherwise, and I never saw him again. Perhaps I was not so deft at tempering him as he was of me, and that, I suppose, was my first great failing, the parent of this second and most final one.
This is it then.
I imagine you surmised why I have summoned you here. To ask that, in the name of whatever friendship we share, to lend your aid to my impossible predicament. To help preserve, not me, not this shadow of a man I once was, but to keep this monument to history alive, so that future generations may learn from it and never repeat our most shameful mistakes. Granham's obsession with that bygone age demands pieces of such. Ironic, really, that one man's interest in history serves only to strip an edifice whose singular purpose was to protect it. But there remains one slim hope: the sourcing of artifacts from places other than the Laverian, sourced by you at my direction. Help me, friend. Help me, that my one great and final mistake not be the error that turns our collective history and the work of lifetimes to a single miserable use, making a rich man richer.
Right. Do we leave, I guess? Yeah, I've got a message. Okay. Access the conduits in the Armistice node of Deimos. Right, okay. We can go public, I suppose. Yeah, I never touched the node either, I left that alone. I've done none of the new content whatsoever.
My friend, without Dante, I need an associate to bring me the goods Parvos demands. To convey the gravity of my situation, I've relayed my comms with that Corpus Robber Baron to your ship Cephalon. I trust you can and will be that associate for me.
Arterial conduits. Albrecht's interlab transport and storage system for high-value goods and materials. If you can get them working, you should be able to find what Drusus needs. And more.
If I ever see that grimoire, I'm gonna bolt. You gotta understand, it's a predator.
Nice.
A docket. Excellent.
Let me start this
Look
first.
for a conduit with a matching lift.
I'm a boy.
What kind of moron lets a starving predator out of a trap? Well, now you gotta deal with it.
It's peppers, all of it.
The Murmur have captured the dockets. Be aware, the Groslings have a particular appetite for dockets.
Grosling nearby. That thieving freak is certain to have a plan. That's it. Protect the conduit and watch out for enemy necromancs. They'll blow the whole apparatus up just to keep you out.
Here we go.
Not safe. It's still out there. You have to kill all of it, not just the skin.
That one got through.
I think that was
Shake
a
it off
distraction
and
with
get back in
this.
the fight.
Yeah, that's not doing anything.
Look, that's its real body. Kill it. You woke up a bad thing. But then you killed it. So, I guess you did okay.
Thank you, Tagfer. I'll take okay. Huh? Guys. There we go.
With a little
Nice.
luck, I was able to reverse the conduit's burden. Can you feel the difference? explosive necromech coming for that conduit. Put it down.
Damn it.
You know the problem with glass versus the variant? It is so very fragile. But you wouldn't know anything about glass, would you, Drusus?
As a museum curator, I do know this. When not handled carefully, glass will cut you.
New
My
conduit's
movement's
active.
boofed today, guys. I don't
Time
know
to
what's
start
wrong with me.
looking for dockets.
Here one. Some nice vodka from that. And I'm pretty much guessing that's it then, but it's just a repeatable run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one steel path run, obviously to finish off the node, and we'll call it there. But before I do that, I could really use a primary weapon. It would be nice. Let's do this.
Tenno, if you can hear this, then you will have decided to act as my field associate. I need Entrati artifacts to keep Parvos Granum from taking control of everything I have built. I'm counting on you, Tenno.
to get into an arterial conduit is the correct docket.
Wow, okay.
Ready for a hunt?
One. Focus.
The Murmur have captured the dockets you need. Be aware,
I'll keep going.
the Gruslings have a particular appetite for dockets.
I'm not even sure about that room. Are you kidding? Yeah, that's bad. That's really bad.
Excellent. Look for a conduit with a matching gear. That's it. Protect the conduit and watch out for enemy necromechs. They'll blow the whole apparatus up just to keep you out.
Oh yeah, I can't strip necromech armor.
Is that? Why, yes, it is. A conduit failsafe. This will negate any negative forces the conduit has inflicted on you.
No. I need energy. And then we get host migrated. That is what you call a sore loser, guys. He rage quit because he couldn't deal with it. Shocking. Right, let's go. Oh dear, I forgot my pet, I just realised. Whoops.
Excellent. Look for a conduit with a matching glyph. Ugh, Grusling. For whatever reason, those little horrors eat dockets as if they were sugared biscuits.
Sugared biscuits? There's nothing wrong with sugar biscuits. Then just pepper that Grusling. Those are the most random sounds ever.
Eyes and ears open. The system thinks you're hostile and will do everything in its power to destroy the conduit to thwart you.
That's not helpful for what we need, but okay. See, that works. We only failed one, it's still going to be a pass. I don't know why the guy quit.
Papa left
Just because he
some
couldn't
bad
deal.
things behind. That book's one of them.
I'm sure you'll live, bro. Alright, I'm on it.
You know the problem with the glass, Bruce's Bavarian? It is so very fragile. But you wouldn't know anything about glass, would you, Drusus?
A conduit failsafe. An emergency off switch for the conduit's negative burdens. A fortuitous find.
As a museum curator, I do know this. When not handled carefully, glass will cut you.
You're on. Conduit activated. Explosive necromex incoming. Stop them.
I've lost extraction. I think it's this way? Yeah.
They blew it up. When they do that, you get nothing.
Oh, we just missed misery. Damn. Well, I got 17 from one round, so it's not actually as slow as you think it is. It's not actually that bad. Yeah. Right, so closing thoughts. I think Dante could have had a little bit something more flushed out for a quest.
Let us to work.
I do like the new disruption mode. I think it's interesting they're using Necromex as like the demolishers. And also I like the new changes they made to disruption. It's a lot easier, so yeah, I think it's the whole update's great. We've had plenty of quality of life updates. I just think the whole update's brilliant, so yeah, 10 out of 10 for that. So yeah, it's a short one this time, guys, but
Goes on.
that's all we got for today. Next one will be the next cinematic quest. So yeah, see you then. Laters.